Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Samads Rashid on the line, and he's Chief Operating Officer over at Logicon. Samads, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Adam. Pleasure to be here.
So I'm excited to get into what you're doing over at Logicon, but before we do that, let's get a little bit further into your background. So how'd you get started in your career and in business?
Well, given the fact that I'm an IT major from schooling, started off my career working like anybody else in the IT industry. Give about over a decade and a half working within the IT industry and wearing multiple hats. Wanted to get courage to do something on my own. Always had a passion to be an entrepreneur, passion to work and develop something on my own. So about 5 years ago, decided to start up a venture that would bring in expertise towards artificial intelligence and machine learning. So that passion drove me, and I started looking up for the resources who were interested at that time, and started developing them. And here I am after
That's
5
awesome.
years with about 55 employees.
Wow, that's amazing, and I can't wait to get into. I'm going to have you back on the show because I want to talk about some of the other businesses you've launched. So I think it's an understatement what you're doing, and what I love about your background, and also we had in some of the pre-conversation that you've launched multiple businesses, you've scaled them, you brought them to revenue. These aren't easy things to accomplish. And there's, there's some entrepreneurs right now that are listening that are maybe a little bit further behind than you, or maybe they're even just getting started, just out of school. What kind of advice would you give to that new entrepreneur that's really just going out there with their first idea?
It's a great question, and I'll tell you this, that I've been, in doing these businesses for over a good 15 years right now, and I'm still learning. I'd say every day is a new experience, and when we go out, don't afraid to fail. It's okay to fail, and if we correct our mistakes on daily basics, and we come back to our the things that we haven't gotten it the right way, and we look back and we make sure that we take the proper measures and appropriate measures to come out better the next time. I think that, action, that activity would bring you to a point of making things the better way and having the better results. So doing a self-analysis and conducting that self-analysis on daily basis is very important. And at the same time, keeping in mind that competitors are always going to be there, and you have to make sure that you're not only looking at yourself, but also looking around. And thinking outside of the box is the important key, and making sure that your whatever you're developing and delivering is unique, and always have a positive attitude. We all could have good and bad days, but it doesn't mean that we change our attitude towards our work. So have a positive attitude, and take your tough times as your learning lessons, and keep on marching, and have the aim towards your main goal, and keep focusing on your short-term goals, and while you're achieving your short-term goals, make sure that you're steering towards a long-term goal.
And that's awesome. I love that advice. Let's switch it up. I do want to get further into what you're doing over at Logicon. So first, tell me a little bit more about the company, please.
Sure. So Logicon is a products and services firm. We majorly provide expertise in artificial intelligence as well as blockchain-based solutions. We have been involved in machine learning projects as well. Most of our clients that are US-based as well as global clients, so our existence is also global. We are in Singapore, Pakistan, UK, and the US. We take pride in not only developing new tools, but also pride in talking about our current tools that we shelf that are catering currently our clients within the U.S. as well as outside the U.S. market. So we have Vlogs and Echo that we utilize as our primary tools, and we take pride in talking about them. So they are CRM as well as consumer marketing related products that we provide, and they are subscription-based models. So we are right now a good-sized team of the Django and Python developers. We help a lot of clients out in our blockchain-based solutions who are in fintech space as well. And also in healthcare business, where we are developing portal development for health care businesses, in which we are facilitating physicians and patients through portal, and enabling also the medication delivery sides, bringing in BioSafe.
So there's some business owners listening to this right now, and they're thinking about technology and what's next for them, just so that they know if they're the right fit and the right type of company to follow up to learn more about Logicon. What's your sweet spot or niches that you like working with in terms of size of company, and just give us a little bit of detail on that, so they know if they're the right ones that should be following up with you.
Sure. So our target market is anywhere small to medium size, just given the fact that we are just about 55 employees. Nonetheless, we have the capabilities to work with corporate size, large size clients as well. And given the fact that I just mentioned earlier that we have delivered global solutions, so we are working with global clients as well. So I would not only say that we are small to medium size, but also medium to large size businesses. We also provide services to them, and we have the capabilities, just given the fact that our models are subscription-based models, and the specialties that we provide is that we are nimble across the clock. We provide 24/7 services and support, so we are not 8 to 5 firm. So anybody who's looking to get some benefit out of us or be able to work with us and understand better, we basically, as I said, a company that controls and manages a wide variety of expertise within the technical side of development. So not only Python and Django, but also Java, Red Hat, Linux, and other machine learning tools and applications that we require. So we basically market ourselves towards more consumer marketing products. So companies that are majorly towards customer facing, and for example, coffee shops and bakeries or different other cafes. Or on the other hand, we carry a complete end-to-end SRM and CRM solution. So for Vlogs, anybody who is in supply chain, distribution, or logistics, we have a full end-to-end solution that is available on mobile as well as web. And it is such that it gives you from a bird's eye view to a granular level of detail while you're on the go or you're in the office. So it provides you A to Z, all the insights towards your whole operations of your business. So any company that is in recycle waste management or any sort of service model where they are trying to deliver their product and they're trying to also look where the orders are coming from. So not only customer management, but also, your equipment and your operational excellence has been covered through our tools. So I would suggest that people who have or who are looking for such solutions within their SRM and CRM space and supply chain operations or logistics space, they should not hesitate talking to me, and they'll be happy to see what we have to deliver.
That's awesome. Any kind of trends you care to comment on in your space, just from your vantage point? Because I know your background in IT and now in the software as a service that you provide, any kind of trends that are just interesting to you?
Well, when it comes to trends, I would say we majorly take pride in taking more of a agile way of working and delivering. So our methodologies and our trends are constantly evolving, and we are quite, I would say, adjustable, and we try to deliver, and we try to work around such trends that are majorly adoptable to our clients. So we take priority in terms of aligning ourselves with our clients, whichever way they are, comfortable and excited. We tend to adopt that trend.
That's awesome. So Samad, if somebody does want more information on Logicon or to connect, what's the best way for them to reach out?
Best way is to get to our website, which is logicon.tech, which is LOGICON.TECH. And we are also on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. We have all of our accounts up and running. So check out our website. Feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn, or if you guys have any questions, shoot it out at info@logicon.com, and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions.
That's awesome. Well, Samad, I really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background, your tips to success, and all the great work you're doing over at Logicon to help your clients. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, do all those great things we do to support our podcasters. I really do appreciate it. And Samad, thanks again for coming on the show.